Information systems, automation. In this video, we'll talk about automation related to power generation and its links to information systems. At the end of this module, you will be able to describe the structure of a SCADA system, it's quite difficult to talk about smart grid without mentioning automation aspects. Let's consider a thermal power plant that transforms gas into electricity. Originally, power plants worked with operators behind levers and dials of turbine or generator to monitor their state and regulate it if necessary. Then, operators were replaced by sensors to monitor gas, air, electricity production, and relays to act on sources. This is called a SCADA system. SCADA is an acronym for Supervisory, Control, and Data Acquisition. It's a combination of hardware and software components that examines, processes, and collects data in real time to permit supervision and control of the plant. These systems were generalized to the entire power plants through distributed SCADA system. Then, with the launch of standards, SCADA systems became interoperable whatever the brand. It is named Network SCADA System. The emergence of cloud computing and Internet of Things slightly changed the architecture by transferring local infrastructure such as server, database, remote terminal units, or even programmable logic controller to distant servers and calculation facilities operated by services companies. This new structure permits distant monitoring and control. In terms of structure and composition, SCADA systems are constituted by remote terminal units, RTU, or programmable logic controller, PLC, that connect sensors and actuators in the process. Supervisory computers, HMI, human-machine interface, that presents data to an operator in order to control the process. Communication infrastructure to connect PLC or RTU to supervisory computers. A power plant or a factory could have several controllers in their processes. The current trend is to use devices that already integrate a controller and a network interface. It bypasses the PLC to communicate directly with supervisory computers. This trend of controller and network connectivity embedded into devices can be identified as Internet of Things. According to the International Telecommunication Union, it is a global infrastructure for the information society, enabling advanced services by interconnecting physical and virtual things based on existing and evolving interoperable information and communication technologies. ITU 2012. The principle of IoT is to associate a unique identifier, UID, to everything in order to identify and integrate it into the information system network. In other words, UIDs allow to do mapping between physical and virtual things. If we consider the physical architecture previously presented for SCADA system, the International Telecommunication Union suggests in its 2012 report a really similar functional architecture. Device layer deals with the abilities of devices to interact with the network. The network layer focuses on transporting data information, as well as authentication, authorization, and accounting. The app support layer provides storage and processing required by the app layer. The application layer is the interface that end users interact with. In addition to these layers, the International Telecommunication Union also suggests transverse functional packages as management capabilities that deal with fault management, configuration management, accounting management, and so on. But also security capabilities that cover authentication, authorization, device integrity validation, access control on each layer. Processes are automated through SCADA systems. SCADA technologies evolved in the last 40 years with notably the emergence of reliable wireless communication protocol and miniaturization of controllers. it became a network of sensors and actuators with embedded controllers. To conclude this video, processes are automated through SCADA systems. SCADA technologies evolved in the last 40 years, with, notably, the emergence of reliable wireless communication protocol and miniaturization of controllers. Architecture has shifted from a network of programmable logic controller to a network of sensors and actuators with embedded controllers. Main idea to remember about SCADA is its structure. Controllers with actuators and sensor. Network infrastructure forwarding data. Supervisory computers processing data and producing visualization. Thanks for watching.